Good morning everybody, Victor here. Today is a very special day because we are going to catch, clean, and cook a bull shark. I'm on board my buddy Adam Malusi's boat.
What's up guys, how we doing?
He is a commercial fisherman as well as a charter fisherman out here in Jupiter, Florida. Now, for far too long, the shark population in Florida has gone out of control. If you guys have watched any of my videos in the past 5 years, you have seen us lose countless fish on the West Coast, East Coast, the Keys, everywhere to sharks. Trophy, grouper, snapper, wahoo, sailfish. We got 2 sailfish shark this year. Adam lives and breathes it every single day when he's commercial kingfishing. How many fish have you lost to sharks?
I'd say half of every fish that's been in this vessel, that's how many we've lost to sharks. I mean, it has to be, if not more than that. You don't catch every fish that you hook, and the majority of them you lose to sharks, not, you know, getting cut off or other BS. So it's a huge problem for us fishing out of Jupiter. I know it's a huge problem in Florida in general, but especially here. So today, like Vic said, we get revenge. We'll see you guys out there. Right, Vic?
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Let's do it. We gotta start out the day by trying to catch some bait because our game plan is we're gonna run out to a ledge in like 100 feet of water and try to catch bonitas, which are the perfect shark bait. They're nice and bloody and oily, so Adam's got some on.
And wrong species here. I got some runner foolery.
Oh yeah, I got heavy pulls too. We're trying to catch some sardines, cigar minnows, any little bait fish to try to catch the bonitas and get them fired up because we want to create a nice chum slick.
Wrong specimen. Vic brought down this blue runner foolery from Pompano.
I got 1 cigar minnow. Open the well.
Skid.
1 cigar minnows, 1 bonita. Little petite baits like that for the bonitas.
I got the right kind here, Skip. Some right size stogies. This here is not the sought after bait. This is a cigar minnow. However, it'll still work plenty good for what we're doing today. We want sardines, but dude.
Butterfish! Listen, we're trying to catch bonitas, Adam. It's not that serious. Look at that. Woo! And runners. I'm putting him in the well. I don't care what the captain says.
That's the most wintertime
I don't care what the
I've
captain
ever
says.
seen,
He doesn't
dude.
like it. He wants sardines, but you can't
Golly.
pick and choose.
Yes, you can.
Listen, times are tough out here,
At least
Adam.
we don't have any goggle eyes.
That's what we want.
Come out here to a deep spot, and they're rank and they're chewing.
Shout out to Rock. How did you get all Deans and I got all cigars?
I don't know, we'll take them though.
What?
I got straight giant Dean.
Yeah.
What this does for my soul, words could only describe.
If Adam could start every morning with a stringer of sardines, it's all the coffee he needs.
I mean, if it was a year-round thing, you know how easy charter fishing would be? It's easy in the spring and summer when we got, look at that. That's an oceanic sardine. Purple, blue, iridescent, beautiful. And Victor's in there catching butterfish. Let's just all remember that.
I love my butters. All right, so let's fire out. I should have just started with the butterfish. Just to,
You should have.
should have caught a nice waju's on a butter. We got our sardine, 3 hooks in line. This is the same setup we fish when we commercial kingfish. We're just in like 100 feet of water. Oh, I just got smoked.
Joe's?
JoJo's.
Oh, nose.
Watch, it's gonna be a wahoo. I don't know, Adam, this thing's dumping unless your drag's really loose.
You know what that is, Vic.
Yeah, you can
Vic's
see
got a
those tail
joke,
beats.
yeah.
That is the rare Atlantic bonita. Thanks. Don't throw a butterfish in my face. That might have not been a bonita.
Really? Joe's for Vic.
Wow,
Vic.
that's a nice mutton, Adam.
Thanks. Dude, he was just like sliding up. Nice mutton.
All I'm doing is burning our sardines. Is
Super.
that on a butter?
Yeah, on a butterfish. Really nice mutton snapper here. Joe's, otherwise known as Tunny Little. Very good bait for sharks.
This time of year, all summer long, right on the edge in like 100 feet of water, there is a ton of bonitas. There's actually a lot of big wahoo underneath them, but it's hard to target them with all the bycatch. I don't know, Adam. I think the first fish I had was not a bonito.
No, it wasn't. Cut you off.
I got cut off. It was either a king or a wahoo.
Probably a king. I mean, I had a king bite too, little king.
Yeah, that fish pulled way harder than this.
You had something nice, huh?
Full grown. Alrighty, this is, we call them bonitas in Florida. They're not actually bonita. These are false albacore, also called little tunny, little tunny. But we all call them bonita down here. They make their way up to New York, and the guys in the Northeast freak out over them. They're a lot smarter up there. In Florida, you could throw a cigarette butt out there and reel it fast on top, and they would crush it. But real good, bloody, oily fish for sharks. Ah! All right, so we just pulled up to this spot. Not chumming at all for sharks, and there's already 5 underneath the boat. And that's what I mean about them being overpopulated. They just have associated both boats with food because no one's managing these sharks. Every year, there's just more and more, and there's more boats. My theory is Florida used to have a commercial shark fishery. There used to be longline boats out here. So every year, you know, you'd have a new group of sharks move in, but you'd always be removing some from the population. A lot of these are resident fish. So that's my 2 cents on the whole issue.
We're gonna have no fishery left for our next generation of kids, 100%. I'll say that if nothing changes. They've got no predator. There's nothing killing them. There's nothing targeting them. We literally caught 3 bonitas. Had 5 sharks around the boat. You saw that one eat the bonita. When I was young, if you got shark, let's say you caught a limited kingfish, 75 kingfish. If you lost 1 or 2 to sharks, that was like a big deal when I was a young kid. That was like an uncommon thing, or like something we would complain about, is losing 1 kingfish to a shark. If you lose 1 kingfish to a shark, you're mesmerized because that's not possible. You're gonna lose half your catch every time. If you saw a shark and you put the boat in gear, that shark would flee the scene quicker than you've ever experienced. They hated boats. They hated the sound of motors. They didn't know what it was. They were afraid of it. Now they associate, like Victor said, humans and boats with food because of the shark divers have created that opportunity for sharks to be so comfortable.
Really?
Yeah.
This is a good fish.
Yeah, that's not a bonita. That's a nice fish.
Big head shakes.
I just got cut off.
This is a big fish.
Really?
Unless it already got sharked.
It didn't.
No, it feels good. Definitely not a bonito. Adam just had a sardine sitting in the rod holder. This thing's dumping.
Keep reeling, keep
like
he's coming through.
I got a head.
Shark.
I knew I got a head back.
It is a wahoo.
No, it's not, is it?
Oh,
no,
it's a king. Oh, he looked like glistening in the sunlight.
Case in point.
That's exactly what we're talking about, man.
Fish stood no chance. He got sharked immediately. That was a nice king.
Was a nice king.
Sad to see, but that is an everyday occurrence out here. What happens to your fish? They all get sharks. Bring the school to me.
I'm bringing him to you, Skip.
Oh, you're a little rusty there, huh?
I know. Atlantic kingfish.
All right, you got enough money to cover all the sabikis we burned through today.
Yeah, man, I'm rich.
Brian.
That was the laziest hook set. Scrap eater?
Yeah. Small.
Vic's got no zeal when he's on the 4.0, dude. He's just like, get me off this vessel.
I
got a sus species on. Crevasse. Nice mutton. All right, little mutton snapper there. Fire down the sardine and caught a nice beautiful mutton snapper, and he's gonna make some good dinner tonight for Annika and I. But little bycatch when we're catching king, and today's not a commercial day. We're not trying to catch king to sell or anything. We're just out here messing around, catching a couple fish.
We got Vic's goodie bag of shark stuff. We got some rigs, wire cutters. I don't know why I brought this because Adam's got plenty of them.
You didn't bring that, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
I'm commercial, brother. I brought my own rope too. So what we're gonna do
Vic doesn't like my rope.
is, all right, we got our bonito hanging over the side and a nice little chunk of bonito. I'm gonna start drifting it out. Normally, I swear, anytime you pull up, they're normally just underneath your boat, but it seems like there's no bonitos around. Nothing really around today. So I don't know what's going on, so we're gonna just drift the bait back. I wanted to sight fish one and show you guys how close to the boat they get, but that's not happening right
They're
now.
being a little suspect right now.
Or a dusky.
Yeah,
That's a dusky.
Yeah.
You cannot keep those.
Oh!
Oh no.
Vic! Oh, Vic. Good news, bad news.
We're the worst shark fishermen of all time.
Bad news, we can't catch a bull shark. Good news, there's none. Vic, you got any reports?
I don't know. This is the only day I've ever fished out of Jupiter where you can't
I mean, there
target a
was,
shark.
I mean, there
don't
was
get it.
just a shark there. I got one on right here. We're just not seeing there. We can only kill a bull shark, and that's what we need.
Move, find another spot.
He said, wait, y'all are getting the camera? I'm out of here. Literally, Dennis pulls the camera out, thing's popping a chunk out of the water trying to eat it, hitting his head on the boat. Dennis pulls the camera out, he's gone. I'm feeding a chunk back, can't get him to eat it.
Here, you want a fresh piece? I'll give you a nice big chunk.
Why not just put the whole, oh, he ate it.
Did he? Yep. Woo! You on there, Skipper?
He's on there, Skip. Hopefully that's him and not a sandbar or dusky, but fired out that chunk on the International 80 wide. We got some type of species on here. Don't know what that species ID may be, but he's on there. I really hope this is a bull shark because we had the bull shark licking chops at the boat. Go ahead, Vic, I'm done.
All right, so we got our shark, which is not a bull shark. Big old sandbar, which you're not allowed to keep these guys, but we were all confused at first because this is a really big sandbar. Offshore, they get a lot bigger than they do on the beach, but you can see how he's got a lot of gold on him and he's got a really pointy snout. Bull sharks have much more of a rounded snout and a really stocky body, so we are gonna let this guy go. Gave him a nice little meal and he'll be on his way. All right, no way to get that hook out safely for us or the sharks, so I just cut it. That hook will rust out. We catch sharks a lot with hooks in their mouths, so I'm not worried about it. We're off to catch a bull shark now. Oh.
4 sharks are on the boat. Every single one of them is a sandbar shark.
Ah, you got it!
Oh, he broke your knot. Sucked, Vic.
What do you mean?
Just
My
came-
knot's still there, brother. He just ripped it off.
Where's your knot?
He ate the knot.
Did he?
Yeah. Come on.
4K,
I'm not.
we call
Hey, he
it
ate the
4K.
knot! We're back in the inlet. It's our last ditch effort to try to catch a bull shark. Sometimes they hang out in the inlets and the mouth, especially outgoing tides, so we're gonna fire out a bait and see if we can't make it happen.
Back at the roots. Back in the inlet, boys. Back in the inlet.
This is as close to land shark as you can get.
This is as close to land shark
Watch,
as we
we're
can
gonna
get.
catch a cubera.
Yeah, cubera on the big bait.
All right, so we came, oh my gosh, look at him. Huge jacks right here. So we just came up to this dock and Adam says sometimes he's seen the bull sharks in here in the inlet, especially when you're filleting fish and the jacks get really fired up. So he's just cutting up one of the bonitas we caught and we're gonna see if we can't get a bunch of commotion here. Huge jack, look at that thing. The thing's like 30 pounds.
You dropped your phone.
Oh!
Man!
I was focused on the phone.
I was gonna say, if you drop your phone, they're gonna eat it.
Catfish ball.
Yeah, it could be just a cat ball.
Hashtag cat ball. Like, see how heavy that is?
That's cat ball.
What? The catfish are so thick that they're pull and drag and just eating this kingfish carcass to shreds. All right, guys, we are back out here. It's been about 2 weeks since we tried to catch our bull shark. And I know how much we stress that they're a nuisance and they're always offshore, but the one day we tried to find one, the only thing we saw was sandbar, so we're back out here. Hurricane Aaron just passed by Florida, so nobody was really fishing. There was a huge swell. We just spent the last 2 weeks surfing, and the ocean finally laid down, so we're back out here. I got 2 buckets of sardines. We're chumming right now. Got a bonito in the water, and we're waiting for one of these bull sharks to swim by the boat and try to get things going. Got some mullet in the live well Adam netted earlier. Just trying to catch stuff and get some activity going, and I'll keep you posted.
The very next day, as we knew this would happen, I go, the one day we can't find a bull shark, the day you want to kill one. I couldn't see him. I couldn't find any. So, of course, the next day I come out here commercial fishing. They're surrounding me. There's 3 giant bull sharks around the boat chasing our kingfish.
Adam caught this barracuda earlier, so we're gonna hang him over the side. See if we can't get the sharks to come up.
Looks kind of...
That is a big shark.
That's a bull?
Looks like a lemon, doesn't it? Or a dusky. That's a dusky, a giant dusky. Holy smokes.
You just hit the boat.
I think it was a really big dusky.
I'm fishing on credit.
That was not a bull.
What's that?
That's a bull.
That's a bull?
Like, well, I don't know.
Well, bring your bait in, Skip.
Look, there's another one right there.
There they go.
Come on.
Damn, he shook the whole boat.
Yeah, he was not afraid. That was pretty cool to see.
What's that? Which one? What species is that?
Adam, I don't have shark.
You are the shark guy. This is land shark. What do you mean you don't know?
He looks long. You need short and stout.
That's what it's all about. There's like 3 right there. See him?
Yeah. He's gonna get your cuda head. Pull it.
Ah, I got it.
It's a dusky. They're all the ones we're not allowed to keep.
There's more coming in though. Just be simmering. Go get your bonitas right now. Now is when you need to do it. We got 3 or 4 sharks around the boat. I don't think any of them are the right kind. Most of them are sandbars and duskies, of course. But we believe one of them is a big lemon. I think it's that one right there. Why is he so orange? You see what I'm talking about, Vic?
Yeah.
Look at the other ones are that color. That one right there, I'm feeding him the bait right now. That looks like a lemon shark.
Feed that one.
That is a lemon shark, Victor.
It's either a lemon or a dusky, but we won't know until he's next to the boat.
All right, well, we're gonna feed him, see what happens. So I'm gonna feed him right now, but we tried coming out here for bull sharks today, but sometimes, here he is right next to the boat. If all you can get's a lemon shark, I'd gladly eat one too. They're just as part of the problem. You know, if not as aggressive as bull sharks. So we would love to take one of those off the list too. Wait. Bro, that ain't a bull.
That's either a lemon or a dusky.
Here.
All right. Get him.
I'm trying. There's too many other things.
Let him eat it. Let him eat it. Let him eat it. Turn around.
No, dude. What's wrong with? He sees the wire.
No, let that one eat it.
I'm trying, Vic. Smack your thing here so I can hand feed him. That looks like a killable shark.
Yeah.
Smack it. What type of feminine? That's good. Right
That's
there.
the one.
Get it. Eat this. There you go.
He munched it. Let him eat it. Let him swallow it.
Thanks, Vic.
Come on.
I'm gonna let him poop it out.
It's so hard to identify them when they're moving so fast. He dropped it, no? Oh, no. He's swimming at you.
He's going under the house. He's gonna cut me off with my barnacle.
You need me to turn?
Yeah.
All right, just moving out of the way so Melissa's line can get out of the motors.
All right, land shark, get on him. I'm not biting that thing.
I hope it's a lemon.
It looked like a lemon, man.
Yeah. Took us a while to get them fired up, but that's how it goes. And then they get in this like wolf pack mentality when there's a bunch of bait in the water and you start slapping and they go crazy. But the first one we saw, that's exciting when you get them right next to the boat and they're slapping it. He was right next to Adam's hull.
He hit the hole really hard. The whole boat shook.
They are not afraid of the boat whatsoever.
We're gonna strap Vic in here in case he wants to lose my 10 international.
I'm not worried about the rod, I'm worried about your rod holders. Best way to pump on any big fish. Use your hand and your thumb in accordance with your hand to crank on him.
There he is, right?
Looks like he's just cruising. He's not doing much.
He's pretty big.
Look at, there's another shrimp.
What kind of baits are those? Are those sardines or speedos? Look at them all on top flicking.
I think
Vic,
speedos. I see him.
look at all the bait. There's gotta be a wahoo right there, dude. Look at that. This is land shark right here, catching a shark. Not from land, but he is catching a shark. That thing's like dead already. He didn't really fight hard.
He's long.
He is long. I've never seen a sandbar or a dusky that long, have you?
That's gotta be, that's a lemon, dude.
Right?
Yeah, that's a long lemon. Lemon sharks in Florida, you can't keep them or harvest them in state waters, but in federal waters, you can.
Yep,
you can tell it's a lemon because he's got a really gold back and he's really long and it almost looks like he has two dorsal fins. You see that second dorsal fin by the tail?
He looks like
lemon.
a nurse shark wannabe.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta be more than 3 nautical miles offshore to kill.
I'm excited. I've never eaten a lemon before. I wonder how it's going to taste compared to a bull.
And we're much
further.
further.
Eaten 3 bulls, lots of black tips. I've had mako before, but never a lemon shark. Boys got it done.
Is that the one we need?
Yeah. First and foremost, harvesting a shark is not the safest thing, so we like to dispatch them on the side of the boat, whatever means necessary. We're gonna gut them and gill them on the side of the boat. That way we get all those guts and all the nasty stuff out of them. And the number one thing with sharks are great eating, but you gotta kill them as fast as possible and you gotta get their guts out. Because unlike a lot of other animals, they excrete ammonia or they pee through their skin. So if you don't get those guts and that liver out, he's gonna keep doing that and it's gonna be stuck in your meat. So if we are gonna harvest something like this and treat it with respect, you gotta make sure you take the right measures so that way the meat tastes good for your friends and family. But
bro, that
he looks about done now.
That thing's bottom jaw? Are you kidding
Yeah, they
me?
got some wicked teeth. Dude, it's just like the blue shark.
Let's leave him right there. All right?
In the state of Florida, you can only harvest lemon sharks in federal waters. You also have to have an Atlantic HMS Shark endorsement registered to your boat, which Adam does, and federal waters start 3 nautical miles from shore. And as you can see from the video taken of our GPS coordinates, we were never closer than 4.75 miles from shore. One last thing to note, if you do harvest a shark that is protected in state waters but is allowed in federal waters, it's best practice to go straight back to the dock without stopping or fishing. All right, we got it done. We got our lemon shark. He's in the boat. Now we want to get him in the inlet as fast as possible, fillet him up and straight onto ice. This thing is way too big to put in a fish box, but 15-minute ride to the inlet won't be too bad. He's got no guts in him to taint the meat. But I've actually never seen lemon sharks like where you could really stare at them. They got some crazy wicked teeth. Look at those, super sharp. This would make one really cool mount. Of course, that mustard circle hook right in the corner. And you can tell it's a lemon because the distinctive feature of a lemon shark, you see this is one dorsal fin right there. It almost looks like there's a second dorsal fin right by the tail. And they're one of the only sharks that has it. They also got this really dark brown color. At first we almost thought it was a dusky because duskies are pretty dark. But lemons are really long and skinny, just like this guy. Real long pectoral fins. Cool animal. I'm very excited to eat them.
We're going
How's
in.
it feel, Cap?
Feels good.
I don't know if I said this yet, but if you guys are looking, you guys always ask me and email me if I do charters. I don't do charters, but Adam does. I touched on it a little bit earlier in this video. This is something he normally doesn't do, but as a Jupiter local, he can put you guys on whatever fish you want. Sharks, sailfish, tunas, mutton snapper, he does it all. So I'll have all of his charter stuff linked below, as well as his YouTube channel. So you guys check him out, Moving Weight Fishing.
Appreciate it. Moving weight fishing. Link down below.
And this is the shark's gut cavity. So you guys saw that lemon shark was probably like 10 feet long, but once you take off the head, the gills, and the tail, and the fins, and all this belly meat that's not good, they're really not that much yield. A shark, I think it's like up to 40% of their body weight is their liver, which was huge. It was just floating on the surface. So this is what the core of the shark looks like. So this was the head half right here, this was the tail half right here, and this was a female, not a male, because it didn't have any claspers. And the best way I have found for filleting sharks is from the inside out, because this stuff right here, and I'm gonna put my lav right next to it, you guys can hear it's like sandpaper, and just like a swordfish, they got all this kind of like mud on their skin. So I went ahead and really squirted them off really good to get all the dirt off, so it's not in our final product. All right, and I'm gonna be using a 10-inch Dextreme tiger edge knife. The sharks, even their meat is pretty tough, so I like a nice serrated knife, and I like to fillet them from the inside out. So if you can kind of picture, they don't have bones, they have cartilage, and actually their skeletal structure, their cartilage structure is pretty flimsy. When you think of an animal this big, it's not like a fish. You can actually cut through it really easily. So I'm kind of just going down the midsection of the shark, outlining it like I would any fish. So if you look right here, you don't really see like a distinct spine. This is just the cartilage that's holding it in place. And you can see right there, it gets a little bit thicker, but it's kind of intimidating to fillet them because you don't really see that like distinct bone structure. So I kind of just do the best I can and just try to get the soft meat away from that cartilage. And much easier doing it this way, cutting through the meat rather than through the skin, because you're gonna see, even with this brand new serrated knife, it's tough to get through the skin. So now that I got most of the meat off the side, now it's through the skin. You got to give it some serious force, and if you look at how thick it is. That's not like a fish skin. It's, I don't know what it is, it's like blubber or something, but definitely need a really sharp serrated knife to get through it. The meat looks really good at first glance. It's firm. The two sharks that I told myself I would never harvest again, that I didn't think was worth it for the taste, was a nurse shark and blue shark. Both of those fish were very gelatinous, like they had no bite to them. The meat was super soft. Not really a good taste, so. But I've heard good things about lemon sharks. So this, I thought it was a parasite at first. That was in the shark's belly. That is a hook after I don't know how long. I always try to get hooks out of fish and sharks as best I can, but shows you how resilient animals are. That thing was in his stomach, and I filleted fish and sharks before with a lot more than that in their stomach. So a little hook is not going to harm a big animal like this. Much more dense than fish too. Like if I were to hold a slab of fish like this is much heavier. So there's the center of the lemon shark, or its spinal cord. Now, rather than trying to skin this out in one long section, I'm gonna do it like I would with a big wahoo or swordfish, and kind of just in sections. And I'm not gonna go all the way to the skin. So you're gonna see they have a pretty big bloodline. So I'm gonna leave like ½ an inch of meat on top of the skin, and you'll see why. So there's our first section. See, even with leaving all that meat, like a ½ inch to ¼ inch, there's still some bloodline, and that is going to be the worst tasting part of the fish. This is where shark gets a bad rap. This is going to be the really gamey part of the fish, which we're going to trim away. Don't want any bloodline in the final product. This is also where a lot of that sinew tissue is. that tough connective tissue. And another thing, when you catch a shark, you know how like a barracuda has a really distinct odor? When you catch a shark, that pee smell like I was telling you about, that urine smell, that ammonia, in this actual fillet, smells like fish. It smells very clean. The skin smells completely different. That's why I leave as much meat possible close to the skin, but tell me that doesn't look good. Looks like a good piece of fish, so I got quite a bit of filleting to do, and I will see you guys in the kitchen. We're gonna give this fish justice and make something delicious. So first thing I did, if you guys take a look, this is what lemon shark are. If you guys have never seen what shark looks like, they all pretty much look the same. I've had black tips, bulls, makos, now lemon, bonnet heads, sharp nose sharks. They all have a pretty firm texture except nurse shark and blue shark. So we're gonna see how this stacks up to those other species. Just brushed our shark on both sides with some avocado oil. Now we're going to salt them. And whatever protein I ever cook with, whether it's fish, chicken, steak, anything, I always like to salt things at least 5 minutes before I'm gonna cook them. That way that salt has a chance to get deep into those fibers and it's almost like you're brining it. It's gonna stay much juicier. We're gonna do the same thing on both sides. Salt, garlic powder, or granulated garlic. Just keeping it really simple. We just got done fishing all day, so just got some store-bought teriyaki sauce, and we are gonna put this teriyaki sauce just right over all our shark. And I purposely cut these fillets very thin, because the one thing I have noticed with shark, like I've cooked bull shark 3 times before now, and I wanna say 2 out of the 3 times it was amazing, like melt in your mouth, like the juiciest pork chop you ever had, and 1 time it was super tough. So whenever you're working with a tough protein, if you cut it thin, you don't have to really dig in there with your knife, and it just makes it more enjoyable. So I think if you're unsure of what you're cooking, the thinner you cook it, you're gonna have a less chance of it being real hard and overcooking on you. So we're just gonna make sure that we get our teriyaki sauce all up in here in our shark, and we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. And since my wife is 35 weeks pregnant, shark is one of those species of fish that can contain a lot of mercury, so she's gonna try it, but she's not gonna have a lot. So I got some chicken over there, so she'll have some chicken teriyaki to go with our shark, because there's no sense in taking the risk when she's this close to the finish line. Don't judge me, I didn't pre-cut my vegetables today. Just got them pre-cut. We got some peppers and onions going into a saute pan and some oil. And then we're just gonna do a little stir fry. We got a little jasmine rice right there to go with our teriyaki shark and some snap peas. All right, out here we got the recteq flat top griddle. Perfect thing to cook all this shark and chicken on. So let's start going down. And I didn't oil it because there's already oil on the shark. Woo, that's sizzling.
So much room for activity, huh?
I know, that's why I like it. Look at all this room. Get all that goodness on there. We're not gonna let this go to waste either. All right, let's flip our shark. Oh yeah. All that sugar and that teriyaki gets a nice chance to caramelize. If you guys cook any fish at home, you gotta check out this grill company, recteq, because they make a bunch of different grills, and I like cooking fish outside because you don't stink up the house, you know? Gives you a really nice big cooking surface to work on too. Made a little user error. All that extra teriyaki that I put in there is kind of just steaming the fish, so I didn't really get the color I wanted. But you live and you learn, you know? Grill wasn't hot enough, but I will know for next time. We'll still be good. You can see how some of the, like this one right here, that one's got good color. But some of them are a little bit too white for my liking. So our shark is done. I'm gonna clean it by dumping some water on there. Let all that stuff release. Dump some water on a hot grill, then you get all that stuff to come off. Okay, you got some rice, some vegetables, and some lemon shark. And that's chicken for Brooke because she can't have too much.
It is?
Yeah. I made her some chicken.
How'd you make shark look like chicken?
I should have fed you both and see if you could tell the difference.
I'm not gonna grab any chicken, right?
They're little. They're little pieces.
That's chicken.
That's chicken.
Fisher. These little small.
That's chicken, that's
these
chicken.
little
Oh, you said they're little. I thought you meant the chicken was the little one.
Sorry.
I was trying to avoid taking the chicken.
I tried it, it's good.
Is it?
It's tender. It's not.
So like Victor said, I was gonna have chicken, but I was gonna try the shark. And so I was able to go back and forth and try the shark and the chicken. And they taste so similar. The textures, I would say that the shark was just like a tiny bit more chewy than chicken. But as far as the flavor goes, they're very, very similar. Especially cooked the same, like you would never believe that you were eating shark.
No, look at this. So obviously it doesn't flake like a fish, right? But you can cut it with a fork, like think of a thin veal cutlet or a thin chicken cutlet or like a really thin pork chop. It cuts really nice, cooks white like most fish.
I mean, I can't cut the chicken with my fork like you just cut your
No,
shark.
but it doesn't taste like fish. It tastes like shark, but texture-wise, I would say it's more like a land animal than a sea animal. I like it. Out of all the sharks that I've had between Mako's and now lemon, bull, bonnethead, sharp nose, black tip, I'd say this is probably Mako's #1. And then the one time we really had a really good sharp nose shark, and maybe this is like my #3 or 4. It's good. I would definitely eat it again.
Well, I polished mine off. It is good. I was surprised that it tastes as good as it does. But I mean, if anybody can make a shark taste good, I guess it's Victor. He makes every fish taste good. But like he said, it doesn't really resemble fish. If you didn't tell somebody, they'd probably guess something else. But it eats good.
Probably more like pork than chicken.
That's what I was gonna say.
Pork?
When he said pork cutlet, I was thinking that's what it reminded me of. A thin little piece of pork cutlet. Yeah, I had 2 pieces and I like it too. If someone didn't tell me what it was, I would never know. I wouldn't have guessed shark. Yeah, I liked it. The recipe, nice and simple and fast. He whipped this up quick. Very good, Vic.
Thank you.
Like the teriyaki too.
Everyone's kind of not sure what to compare it to, which I think is fun because it's shark. It's something exciting. You don't really you want it to be different than everything else. You want shark to be as different and exciting as it sounds. And I don't think I've ever not liked shark. I've only ever eaten it, I think, when Victor's cooked it, and that might be the reason. But I've always liked it if it was in soup or if it was cooked this way. I'm a big fan of shark, and it's even though it's not like anything I've ever had, it still has like familiarity. Why everyone's trying to be like, oh, chicken or pork or this, and it goes down super easy, even though you've maybe never had shark before. It's not like you need to douse it with some kind of condiment. It's always good.
Have you tried it, Dennis?
I'll take a bite.
And flip your camera around. What did you think?
So, this is my third or the blue shark.
Yeah.
So fourth shark I ate with Vic. It's good. Teriyaki.
That was your suggestion. Dennis saved the day, made it nice and simple.
So yeah, it's good. I want to get back to my plate. So.
All right, let Dennis eat. We're gonna eat in peace. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And I know when we make videos like this, the kind of like out of the box stuff like shark, there's like a morality of fish levels. Like people don't bat an eye when you harvest a kingfish or a snapper, but everyone's up in arms when it comes to a shark. But you guys see, we're around a family table. I still got some bags I can give away. Last time I harvested a bull shark, I gave my buddy Frankie a bunch and he made so much fish dip with it and it was really good. So as long as it goes to good use, I don't see anything wrong with it. We abided by all the rules. It was delicious. And thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Dude, Vic, your hook setting's so half-ass, and then you're like wondering why you can't hook them. Vic just went like this with one hand, bro.
Still got bait.
Yeah, you had a king bite, dude. On the Seaguar, huh?
Yeah.
That's Wilderness Explorer.